talk about a concept that I think is pretty hard for a lot of us to grasp, but it's important for us to grasp and understand. Oh, I went out of frame. Sorry about that. And that is us expecting for someone to completely love us and to completely respect us that does not even love or respect themselves. Now, I don't know, my ear is doing this crooked thing over here. I guess I got too much going on. Okay, back to the real deal. You cannot expect for someone that is not completely full and whole within to be able to give you what you deserve, what you believe you deserve, or, arise to that level that you believe you deserve or that you want and need in your life. Like, I think at a certain age, everyone's gone through something that's traumatic. A lot of people have gone through their trauma. No matter if you're rich or if you're poor, it's maybe different circumstances of trauma, but trauma is trauma at the end of the day. You could be rich, but maybe because your parents were rich, they were gone all the time, and you and your siblings practically raised yourselves, or someone that wasn't even family had to raise you. That could be traumatic for some people. Even though they had everything they could ever want materialistically, they may not have had or felt that they had the love from the people that they wanted it from, which would have been like your parents. Or then on the other end, you could have grown up without a penny to your name, piss poor, and that comes with a different set of traumatic experiences. Living in impoverished neighborhoods, dealing with violence, dealing with, not knowing where your next meal was going to come from, things like that. And it's, whatever your traumatic experience is, trauma definitely leaves residue. It leaves residue on and in your life. Psychologically, there's some trauma that a lot of people just never get over. And for some people, maybe therapy works. I've spoken on therapy before. So, sometimes therapy works and sometimes it really doesn't. Some things it's just hard for people to get over ever. And this is just baggage that you carry with you, throughout your entire life. So with that being said, sometimes you meet someone that has experienced certain things in life and you think to yourself oh, my love is going to help them change their ways. It's going to soften them. It's going to help them see that they are worthy of love, and and that love will be given by me and everything's going to be all good. But oftentimes that does not work. It just doesn't work. And unfortunately, I see this a lot with women, not so much men for some reason. I think maybe that's because, just throughout history, the woman's job has been, to nurture and to be that love and support in many situations. And you'll find a woman that finds someone that has a lot of mess going on that she shouldn't have to deal with, and that unfortunately all the love that she could try to sprinkle on the situation won't make it any sweeter. And it's just of course, once you give of yourself in that way, once you give your love, just infinitely, once you do whatever and whenever, whatever for another individual, a lot of times, even though it's something that came from the heart, you look for that to be reciprocated. And unfortunately, a lot of these men are not in a position where they can reciprocate. there's a thing about, just within your inner being full, being content. And unfortunately, a lot of people aren't full. A lot of people aren't even quarter way full. And as I said, quarter way full. A lot of people are not there. So it's like, even though you may be full, or maybe you're just half full, maybe you had your own trauma and you're trying to get over that too. But, you could pour into them, but it's not helping any, because they don't have nothing to give you. They're not full, they're not quarter way full, they're not even a tenth full. They're running on fumes. They just have hatred on their mind. They got nothing good in their head for nobody, not even themselves. So it's like, they can't give you what they don't have. That's number one. And then some people you run into, they may have they might be on the right track a little bit, but maybe they don't even want to give you what they do have. And it's like, what do you do in a situation like that? And my advice is to leave and let the past be the past. Go on with your life. Because we bring a lot of traumatic situations into our own lives. We bring a lot of unnecessary evils into our own lives because we're trying to show someone else that, look, here's a better way. Here's a nicer life. Here's a better existence. A lighter existence. And that's good and fine. I'm not discouraging anyone from trying, because some people can be brought to the light. But for those that you try, and time again they burn you, and they just show you that they're not willing to be enlightened. They don't want the love. They're not gonna give you love. Let them go. And just let the past be the past and live your life and enjoy. And please, 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 by all means, two people that have experienced trauma and you're internally, not physically, but mentally or psychologically damaged, please do not get together and think that you're going to help each other heal and that, y'all love is rocky, but it's perfect for you. Because that type of crap ain't perfect. You're fighting day in and out, physically, verbally, because you guys both have grew up in, turbulent situations, and you both can feel each other's trauma, and you both want to just love each other, but at the same time, y'all can't get it right because y'all just both damaged. Please, 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 especially if you have children in the household, leave each other alone. Go seek professional help. Love is not, you shouldn't have to fight so hard for love. And this is real deal. That, like I said, whether it be physically, mentally, psychologically, emotionally, you shouldn't have to go through abuse and think that, oh, this is love. Like, eventually we're going to evolve into something more, something greater. Because very, very rarely do these type of volatile situations evolve into something else that's beautiful and meaningful and cherished. You're just living in hell, really. Especially if you're living in one household. So, everybody, take care of your mental health. If you've experienced any sort of abuse or, just daily traumas just due to the circumstances you were born in, please just try to seek help, professional help. Or, if you have a really good friend or mentor in your life, just make sure that you talk to them and you work through things so that you can be full of love, so that you can be content in your everyday life, to go out on a daily basis and be happy wherever you are, whatever your current circumstances, that you can be happy, and that you can then lend yourself to others to try to bring them into a happy place as well. But again, as I said, don't let others abuse you, or don't think that you are the light and that you should, I can't even think of the word, but that you should be in these volatile situations. I don't know. That was just on my mind. And I honestly, it's because I know that in my past, I have tried to, someone else that grew up in circumstances such as mine, or someone else that grew up in circumstances, that maybe I thought were worse than mine or whatever. And I would reach out and I would think like, oh, I'm going to love this person. I'm going to love them back to life. But they were just irreparable, or not irreparable, but they were damaged beyond what I could offer them. And it never worked out. It never worked out. And I see that time and time again. Women that have everything going for themselves, and they'll go pick up a dust bunny because, and I'm sorry to call anyone a name, but honestly, that's what they are. Pick up a man that's barely employed, a man that, got a lot of gab game, but ain't got nothing going on in life, and she'll try to help him out. He done got probably like 3-4 baby mamas. She only got one child. She's working every day. She got her own car, her own place. And, she'll find this guy that, like I said, he got the gift of gab, and he might be a little cute. And she want to pick him up and try to dust him off and help her further her life. So that, now they want to combine lives and further each other. But at the end of the day, he ain't got nothing to give. And it's probably some deep-rooted issues that this brother need to get checked out. And as I said, I usually see it happen among women, being the one to lend the hand, and, they're really getting drugged down. But obviously, as with anything, I'm sure men go through the same thing. It's like some people you just can't help. And don't subject yourself. That's the word I was looking for earlier. Don't subject yourself to their craziness, their issues. We can't help everybody. So that's really all I had to say today. Y'all, I know I'm looking crazy, so don't shoot the messenger because I'm looking a mess. I'm just out here trying to do my best. Bye, y'all.
Leave the dust bunnies alone and let them find their own home. Leave the dust alone. Let them find their own home. Leave the dust alone and let them find